Hey everybody, and welcome back to Just a Girl and Her Knitting. My name is Heather. You can find me down below on Instagram, Ravelry, Etsy, my email address. I'll put them all down below. How are you all doing? It's Monday, August 10th. I've already tried this once. But I don't know why this is so hard. Every time it's so hard. And I said it was April. It's not freaking April. It's August. And I'm already over the heat, the smoke, all of it. So I just want to tell everybody thank you for coming back. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting. If you do, it's not a requirement, but it's kind of cool. I do like to talk to you, answer comments. So again, thank you so much. I do appreciate it all. How is everyone? How was everybody's weekend? We got back from Seattle, most people. Olympia, Lacey, I don't know. We went to a cousin's bridal shower. It was good. It was hot. It's never really that hot on that side of the state, but it was hot. The air conditioner broke. The bridal shower was outside. My little buddy got sick because she got too hot. She is a redhead, and she's very sensitive to the heat, and we ended up with a sick baby. She's still not feeling 100%, so she is currently laying on my lap while I record. She's been napping off and on all day. Anyways, we got home last night. We left on Friday at about 2, got there right about 8 o'clock. Traffic wasn't too bad. There wasn't anything going on at the gorge, so that was good. They do have Vantage Bridge down to one lane, so that took us a little bit of a time to get over there, but I got some knitting time in. So I do have some finished objects. I have some whips, and I think I did stop at a yarn store on Sunday. Usually yarn stores aren't open on Sunday, but this one was. So we swung by. I will take a picture and show you guys what I bought. If you care about 2 skeins of yarn, I'll show you what I'm going to make out of the 2 skeins of yarn I bought. I fell in love with this pattern that I saw that was a sample knit. And ooh, I have to make it. So I will be making it. When? I don't know, but I will. The car got me. So anyways, let's jump in. Let's jump right on in with finished objects. So my first finished object is going to be dish scrubbies. So I think when we talked last week, I had 2 of these done. Well, now I have 3 more. So I ran out with just a little bit left. So I just grabbed some white cotton that I have. These, I'll just keep these ones or throw them in the trailer, the house out at the lake. So we have dish scrubbies, but there's 4. I just got to weave in the ends. So that's 3 finished objects. Then I have 5 more. So I'm using Red Heart Scrubby yarn. And I don't remember the colorway for that one. It's a red, white, and blue. This one is color almond. Almond, and I got it on clearance. So that was years ago. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and some yarns, and 5. So I've got 5 of those, and then I have a purple one finished. This I started, I don't know when I got all these done, but again, it's Red Heart Scrubby, and this one's, the purple one is grape. So I'm just working through all of it right now, trying to get it all done and used up. So here's all these. Chances are they're gonna go to my mother-in-law's, to the church, and they'll sell them for not very much, which is fine, for their craft fair. I don't remember what the craft fair is for. They always do yard sales, craft fairs, sometimes for mission work, and sometimes it's for, so they support families that are in need, and do like they do, I know at Thanksgiving they do turkey dinners, so they'll get the names of like 7 families who are in need, and they'll buy everything that they need for Thanksgiving. One year there was a family who does not eat turkey or ham, but they eat fish, so they got everything according to their dietary needs. So I think, so the craft fair might help fund that. They sponsor families every year for Christmas. Right now we are dealing with fires. Again, in our area we have, it's been on the national news actually, and they're calling them the Spokane Complex Fire or something like that. Up north, there was about, I think, 1,000 structures so far that they've counted that have been lost. And there's a ton of people who are displaced and still evacuated. They haven't gotten a chance to go home, so they're sponsoring some families in need for that too. So any little thing I can make to help, you know, so if it's gonna help support people, then, and they do it through the church, then I do it. So all these will go to them, except for the ones with the white on them. Those will stay. So those are my dish scrubbies. Let's see, what's next? I finished a pair of socks. So here, good job, is a pair of socks I finished. I knit them for my husband. Well, technically I cranked them. I cranked a long tube. I think you saw them in a couple episodes ago. And then I just pulled back and knit the toe, knit the cuff, and I had some leftovers of Patton's Kroy in the zebra stripes, and here they are. I used a 1.5 needle for the ribbing and the toes and the heel. Lay down, good job. Sorry. And so here they are. Not much to write home about. They're just a pair of socks. Another pair to add to his Advent box. All right, I'm back. So we talked about socks. My next finished object, so I have all those dishcloths, the socks, dish scrubbies. I am testing a pattern for Sunday Morning Knits, Laura McLean, and it's a pair of mittens. I think it's Nives. I'll pull it up, hold on. I'm using my iPad so I can reference things on my phone. Nives Mitten. Nives. It's Sunday Morning Knits, Laura McLean. So these were supposed to be, I don't know, anyways. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm saying. Just kidding. These are a DK weight mitten. They are knit on a 4mm and 3.5mm needle, so a US 6 and a US 5, a 5 for the ribbing, and is it 4mm and 3.5mm, 3.75mm, I'm not sure, 5 and 6. I use my Chalgu quads, I'd get them, but I only have one hand right now. So I cast these on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Friday, Thursday. Cast it on Thursday, knit it. Wasn't 100% happy with the fit, so I added a little bit of length before starting the thumb increases, and then knit for the length of the hand. A super easy pattern to follow. It's a real well-written pattern. I'm using Life in the Long Grass. It is their single ply, held double, and I used Autumn Fire. It's from my West Knits Mystery Knit Along from 2 years ago, since I'm not going to finish that. I decided I might as well use the yarn and the fluff that it came with. I will link the pattern. I'll add the pattern below. I have them in my little thing, but I don't want to. And the mohair is the West Wool Glow Hair in chestnut is the colorway. But so for the cuff, I held the yarn double, and then I dropped one of the single plies, held the lace weight, knit according to the amount of rows, and I just kept alternating. And here it is. So here it is. It's a very fun mitten pattern, and I have two. I knit them to my husband's hand size. Then I realized my son has very similar hand sizes, so if my husband doesn't want these, they'll go for my son. I might make my oldest a pair. I asked her if she wanted a pair. She said no, but we'll see. And I have enough that I can make the baby a pair too. She asked for a pair. But here they are. Just a fun pattern, a simple pattern. I knit this mitten, or maybe the other mitten, I don't know which one, 4.5 hours from start to finish, including all the ribbing. I did 20 rounds of ribbing, then I did 2 rounds of plain, 12 rounds of the fluff, and so forth. But they are finished. They're soft, they need to be blocked, and photo object pictures taken, but here they are. They will get put away for winter time. My older kids, they ride the bus. They have no desire to drive a car right now, so they walk, and that will be great for them to use or have in the wintertime. So I think I only have one more finished object. Let me see if I can get it. I have 2. So I finished some spinning. So one of them is the wensydale that I washed, flicked, and spun from the cloud. Consider the cloud, or from flocks. I don't think I like it. It was a really long staple, and it wasn't the easiest for me. So I'm not sure I like it. But with that being said, it is finished. I will insert a photo here. It's brown. I measured it, 0.7 grams. Nope, 0.7 ounces, 0.8 ounces. I don't know, I'll just have to put it back on my scale. It's only 87 yards. I think it's gonna come out about a bulky weight. I'll try to put how much it is. So, but I will add the photo so you guys can see it. It's a really pretty brown, because we went to Seattle, Olympia this last weekend. We did not go to the lake, so I couldn't work on the other one that I was working on, but I think we're going this weekend. It is a little smoky, so we'll see. There's some fires out there too. The day that the fire started in town, we had been watching it on the Watch Duty app. Never would think that I'd have to have an app for wildfires, but here we are. We were watching the fires out at the lake because there were quite a few, and then we got alerts that the fire in town started. And then we were eating dinner and we saw more smoke because we had seen smoke all day. There's new smoke, and so another fire started out by the lake, or out just a few miles down the road from where we are. So we ended up leaving on Saturday night. So we haven't been back out there. They got the fire out on our side because it did jump, but the casino was lost. The casino building was lost. It had burned the casino. They saved the boat launches, the boats, the RVs, the RV park, the little coffee shop, and the gas station. I think one person did lose their house out there, and then the old casino building was lost. And then the other big fires are around a whole bunch of the towns. But it's a bad season, a bad year for fires this year for us. And they started earlier than normal. But we had to leave, so I obviously didn't get to work on my other stuff. But I did finish plying my wound up fibers mystery sock bundle, and this is how it turned out. I am thoroughly pleased with it. I did a 3-ply, a chain ply. So I spun it all up, I chain plied it, I washed it, I whacked it, I soaked it, I did all the things. It is a true fingering weight yarn. Maybe a lace weight in a couple places, but I'm super excited. I'm gonna go, now that I've showed this to you, I'm gonna cone it up and put it on my machine. I'm gonna crank a pair of socks out of it. Well, sock tubes. It smells really good. It smells like my silk. But it's done. I can unskein it for you. I think it's going to be a self-striping for the most part. So, came out to be 700 and something yards. I don't know if I believe that 100%. That was with my hand counting, but we'll see. We'll see how many rows I get when I put it on my machine. Probably going to put it on the 64 stitch. And so it's on my machine right now. So, all right, let's jump into whips. So my first whip is a dishcloth, dish scrubby. It's on my Chiagu bamboo needles, my 5mm, and it's in the raisin colorway. I had just started it on Friday. It does not live in a bag. It hangs out on my desk. So my next project is a test knit for lark's knit. Sorry, my dog is growling at the people outside. I don't know who it is. I think it's a delivery truck. Maybe it's a tow truck. We have tow trucks that live. A tow truck driver that lives across the street. Not my favorite group of people. Larkspur knits. I'm doing a test knit of the Spillway tee. I think I'm knitting size 6. I might be knitting size 5. Oh, look at my thing that I did. I'm knitting this out of Queensland tenderfoot yarns in the colorway linen and sangria. I don't know if you'll really see that. And this is housed in my handmade bag I got down in Moscow. Here is the sangria colorway, and I'm knitting these on a 3.75 US 5, so it's a 3.75 and a 4mm. And here is where we are. It's not much. It's hard to see, especially one-handed. But I have the neckline done. I did all the short rows. I had to do the short rows twice, because I messed up and my count was off. Then my count was off again. Then my count was off even more. So it is what it is. But I think I got it right. But we have a twisted stitch raglan increases down the side with a twisted stitch raglan. I was here, right here on Sunday, and I was able to knit that much on our way home from Seattle. One-handed, y'all, is hard. Can you see? So I've gotten that much. I got a couple inches done. So once I get all of my increases done, then I can start on the lace. There's lace panels underneath the arms that I'm really excited about. So I'm really hoping that it doesn't bleed into my white when I go to wash it. I haven't noticed any dye transferring yet on my hands, but you never know. Oh my goodness, this is difficult. So here it is. I think once I finish my raglan increases, I'm going to try it on and see how it fits. If I need to do more, I'll do more, and we'll go from there. But again, sangria, larkspur knit, the Spillway tee. It's scheduled to come out not in September. It's a soft deadline, so we will see. I am going to keep working on it. I think if I actually just focus on it, I can have it done in a month. So that's my main focus right now, and then I'll work on my wouldn't believe it pullover. That will be next. But do you want to see the pattern that I want to knit that I bought yarn for? So on Sunday we were driving home, and we stopped in North Bend and had lunch, and took somebody to go buy a purse because she loves purses. I swear she came out of the womb knowing how to use a purse. I haven't used a purse in 18 months because everything goes in the diaper bag. I take a diaper bag with me everywhere, so everything's in the diaper bag. She got a purse, a snack purse at Christmas time. It's this little silicone snack purse. Bought it for her Christmas. I saw it on Instagram. That's super cute. She likes her snacks. So we bought it, instantly knew to put it on her arm. Carries it around, has her snacks. So for her birthday, she got a purse from a friend and instantly put it on. Loves it, stuffs things in it. She is there for a purse. And so anytime we go anywhere, she ends up with a purse. This time we went to North Bend because my mother-in-law wanted to go look at new purses because it's been a few years since she got one. And we walk in the store and she's just walking around shopping. She has purses. She has probably like 4 purses on her arm, walking around, these little clip-on like keychain wallet looking things. I don't know. Just all up and down her arm. And the guy was super cute because he's like, oh, here, these ones are cheaper. These are cheaper. And I'm like, if she wants it, she's going to get it. Either grandma or daddy are going to go ahead and buy it for her. They don't tell her no. I don't tell her no. Brother and sister do not tell her no. She's a good baby. So she gets her purse. We're on our way down to Snoqualmie Pass. And I'm sitting there and I'm looking on my phone. And I'm like, how far away from Ellensburg? And they're like, 10 minutes. It's like, well, there's a yarn store that's open on Sundays. Are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I'm looking on the Google. It's like we have to change the baby anyways. Might as well stop. So we go, and it's Yarn Folk. I've been to Yarn Folk before. It used to be on Pearl Street in Ellensburg, and they moved. And I was like, can we go? So we went. It was open on Sunday. I don't know if that's their permanent hours or if that's their summer hours. They had a sign on it. August 3rd through 9th had special hours. I don't know, but I got to go. And I used to love that store. It's gotten, the yarn, when it was on Pearl Street, I think it was in a bigger building because there was a lot more yarn, a lot more selection. They had a lot more local yarns before. Now they don't as much. They have Malabrigo, they have some cotton yarns, they have some yarns that I don't remember the names. They had a very small section of local yarns, local dyers, very small. But we were walking around and I saw this little sweater. It was hanging up on the wall, and it was so it's this. I think it's called the Ann pullover. Oh, Ann sweater child. So they have it in adult. And it's over a dress, and it was just super cute. So here's more of the pattern. It's just this cropped little sweater with puff sleeves. You can also make it in full size, full length. I haven't decided which one I'm going to do yet. Grandma sews, so I might do cropped and have Grandma sew her a little dress. But I fell in love with it. Here it is again. Oh, sorry. Here it is again. Oh, but isn't it precious? So I'm going to make it. So I bought yarn. It's knit in Malabrigo Rios, Madeline Tosh Vintage, or Quince & Co. Rimbrel. Aran weight, US 7, 4.5, US 5, 3.75. Calls for 240 to 700 yards of yarn. I bought it in like a ballet slipper color, a really pretty pink. So I'm excited to cast that on. I might do it in September when we're on our trip to Oregon. Because the cousin who was had the bridal shower, she's getting married in September at a golf course in Camas, Washington. I don't know where Camas is. I think it's near Vancouver, Washington, because there's Vancouver, Washington, and Canada, and they're literally across the river from each other. But we're going on our family trip. Anyway, sorry. So we're going in September. We're going to Oregon. We're staying in Rockaway Beach. We have our Airbnb there already. And then from there, we're driving up to where the wedding is, because it's not that far of a drive. But we'll be driving north. So we'll be around I don't know. Rockaway Beach is in between Seaside and Lincoln City, I think. Anyways, I think I'm going to take that on our trip. Because it's going to be 8 hours of driving to Oregon, to the coast. And with her, it might be a little longer. Because we have to stop every so many hours, obviously, to change her. But she's not the best car rider. We don't go on long trips a lot. She's gotten better. Snacks, new toys were key. Those were key, because that's how we made it home and we only had one meltdown on our way to Seattle, and then we stopped more often on the way home. So at work, she started to get a little antsy about 10 minutes out from the airport because I had to pick up my car. But anyways, back to my story about Ellensburg. So Woolfolk. So I bought this beautiful pale pink Malabrigo Rios, and I used to love that store. I don't know if I love that store anymore. So we walk in, and it's Sunday, and it's not busy at all. And the person wasn't there. They were upstairs, which is fine. And they came down, and we said hello, and she's running around touching all the yarn, and we're all looking, and they weren't the friendliest. I don't know if the original owner sold it, if it's a family member, if it's just some random person who got a job there. I don't know, but they weren't friendly at all. And it was kind of frustrating because the original owner was so friendly. We'd always just talk at the store. Like, I could spend an hour in the store, and it was just visiting, talking, things like that. So we get my mother and father-in-law, my husband and baby, they walk out, and I go to pay for my stuff. And I was like, oh, have you been busy? Yeah, actually really busy. Well, that's really good. It's Sunday. It's like not very many yarn stores are open on Sundays, so that's really cool. I'm happy you guys are open. We're able to stop on our way home. Oh. Okay. okay. How are you doing? Good. Like, okay, fine. You know what? I'll just give you my money and I'll leave. I much prefer to visit with people. I don't visit with very many people outside of, you know, my family, because I don't leave my house during the week, and then we go to the lake on the weekends. So I was trying to be friendly. Kind of reminds me of the day that I went and bought a llama blanket off of Facebook Marketplace in town. Just visiting with trying to ask questions about the llamas, because, you know, all I got was, yeah. Okay, fine. You know what? Thank you. Here's your money. Bye. Like, I guess I'm not used to that. Like, I try to visit. Oh, I did see a spinner when we were in Olympia. I said, nice, I love your spinning. It's very beautiful. She said, thank you. Maybe yesterday was just not a day for people to want to say hi and talk. But she was walking and spinning, and that is a impressive skill that she had. I was fascinated. I can walk and knit. I could never imagine drop spindling and walking. Nope. But I can walk and knit. Yeah, she was just walking. I was so fascinated. I was telling my husband, I'm like, that's impressive. Not only is it impressive, that's beautiful. It's a very pretty bump of fiber. But I did buy fiber when I was there, and a few stitch markers. And 2 skeins of yarn. So, I'll insert the photo somewhere and show you. But I can't wait to knit this little sweater. I kind of want one for myself. I don't know if I'd like the puff sleeves that much, but I might make one. But anyways, that was my rambles. I kind of went a little all over the place, didn't I? So, we are hopefully going to the lake this weekend. If not, we'll work on the house because we haven't done that in a while. We need to get the bathroom back together. Let's together. We need to get the drywall done so we can put the shower back together so the kids can shower upstairs and not have to use mine. But maybe. Oh, I need to pick my tomatoes and my peppers out of my garden. I'd like to make some homemade salsa. We're supposed to have street tacos one day this week. Maybe I can make some homemade salsa. That would be yummy. I think I'd enjoy that. Anything else? Oh, crikey. I worked on something that I haven't worked on in a little while, but I can't get it, so I'll save it for next time. But I pulled out my crochet cardigan. I connected a whole bunch of squares together. Then I ran out of yarn, and I can't find my extras. So I'll have to look. I need to take, so right there's my yarn. Right there. Oh, that's fiber. But all this is yarn. I need to take it back out and look for it and see if I can't find it. If not, I'm going to go down and frog a cardigan that I don't wear, that I won't wear because it's... I test knit it for Stephen West. And the pattern that I was given when we test knit and the pattern that was released are not the same. I've talked about it before. It's nowhere near the same. So I'm going to frog it, and I'm going to use the gray yarn to finish my Ariana cardigan thing. Because it's not quite the Ariana cardigan, but I took the original from it, and then I'm not doing the little squares. I'm just going to do, I think I'm going to do like strips of 2 granny squares wide here, and then I'll knit the button band on. And I think it's 4 on the back and 4 for the 4 granny squares, and I don't remember. I'll have to look at it again. But I started working on it again, and then I ran out of yarn. So I need to pull that back out. But that's what I have. I shall leave you. I am all over the place. This always happens when I don't. Did I video last week? I don't think I did. you guys put up with me. Y'all are saints. I've been watching some podcasts. Do you guys watch podcasts? Of course you watch podcasts. So stupid. I'm sleep deprived. That's all it is. I'm sleep deprived. I don't do very well in 12 days. It's been 12 days. I don't do very well sleeping not at my home. Our hotel, we were on the second floor, and there were people above us, and they were stomping almost all night the first night. And I'm old. I'm old. I say I'm old. I'm in my 40s. I joked with my husband. I said, would it be too much for me to travel with my pillows in my bed? I have a sleep number. And he said, well, I mean, we can if you want to. We just have to stay at an RV park because we have a sleep number in our trailer, in our RV. Because I don't sleep very well. I sleep great on my sleep number. And so when we bought our RV, we bought a sleep number for the RV. We bought an RV one. And I said, can I just take it with me? Could we just fold it up and bring it with us? Like, can't wait. Because the first night I didn't sleep at all. I couldn't get comfortable. The pillows were a nightmare. And then the second night, the baby was sick. And so I was worried that she was going to get sick all night, which she didn't, but she's a mover. So she slept with us. The first night she slept on the pull-out sofa. The second night she slept with us. And at one point I had feet in my face. Her head was up against her dad. And I mean, she made the rounds in the bed. Thank goodness it was a king-size bed. So I didn't sleep for 2 nights. And I don't sleep in a car. So we got home. We did all of our stuff. I went and laid down. Put her to bed. She went to bed really fast though, because she wasn't feeling good. And I fell asleep quickly, but I woke up and I couldn't go back to sleep. And I'm like, really? Really? I just want some sleep. I'm so tired. So I decided I'm old and I need to travel with my pillows and my bed from here on out. But of course we're not doing that when we go to Oregon. No. Hopefully I get some sleep, or else it's going to be a long week. It's going to be a really long week. Hopefully the beds in the Airbnb are comfortable. It's going to be fun. Anyways. I'll talk to you guys later. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good one. Have fun with your knitting, your crochet, your crafts. Have fun with your crafts. Enjoy the rest of the week. If it's warm where you are, enjoy the warmth. If it's cold, enjoy the cold. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Or have a great day. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. And have fun with your crafting.